What up, Fight World? Your boy Ego. Shout out to New York. Love and respect. I got your comment. I don't want to keep y'all waiting. Let's jump into it. But a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. Canelo has this mega deal on the table. Got everyone thinking all kinds of crazy things. And, this is all good for boxing because at the end of the day, it gets us talking as boxing fans. Broner versus Pacquiao. I actually like the fight, So we want to talk about some different things. But we got to keep it to custom. I want to do my roll call. Let me know where you guys are from, city, state, zip, and let's get into it. This is going to be a fun one. I can already feel the energy, talking about certain topics. But let's do the roll call real quick. Hey. Smash the like button. Let's get it. Emporia, North Hollywood, Richmond, CA, all the way from the Bay. Cincinnati 513, where y'all at? Philly, Uptown, Michigan 313, Chicago, Garfield Park Boxing. I see you, H-Town, baby. H-Town, get down. Cincinnati, NYC, Miami, you hear me? Manhattan, Bradford, England, Harbor City, California, Myrtle Beach. I've been out there. I liked it. They had a little Starbucks on the beach. It was right up my alley. Shout out to H-Town, Texas. We riding reckless. Cuernavaca, Mexico. Shout out to Mexico. Eagles Army stand up all the way in Chicago. Let's get it. 708. Triple D, Waterbury, Connecticut. San Jose, 408. My backyard. Austin, they just checking in. Smash the like button, people. We just about to talk about all things boxing. Canelo the cash cow. He making the loot. He getting the guap. Shout out to Florida. What's good? Hey. Bring it back. Shout out to Bronx. Downey, California. Where y'all at? I love the state of California, man. It's expensive as fuck. But I like it. All right, let's get it. Now, I don't even know where to begin. Pacquiao, Broner's a thing of interest. Canelo. The Canelo's a longer conversation, so let's talk about Broner Pacquiao. According to Pacquiao, somebody also recommended that in the comment section. According to Pacquiao, he's talking about he's fighting Broner in January. I have no problem with the fight whatsoever. Pacquiao is, he's one fight removed from a loss to Jeff Horn. Pacquiao or Broner had a draw with Jesse Vargas, and he had a loss, I think, before that to Mikey Garcia. Broner has a flashy style of fight. He'll make the press conference exciting. Pacquiao, not so much in terms of the build-up stuff, but he's an action fighter when he gets in the ring. I want to thank, it's up to my promoter, Al Haymon. So I think it'll be a fun fight, just a fun build, especially for January. Like boxing, that's one thing I like. I don't know because without going back several years, but let's say like 2013 and shit. I don't remember when boxing just hit us over the head in January. Bow, you're already getting great fights. But for the last couple of years in January, we got some good fights just right off rip. This year, I think it was Errol Spence versus Lamont Peterson was in January. Previous years, you had Tank Davis stepping up versus Jose Pedraza, and he got a title, became a champion on the same card as Badu Jack versus James DeGale. So boxing ain't wasting no time. In January, you getting good fights. Stylistically, Pacquiao is a handful. We have to see Broner. He's going to have to let his hands go because he fights flat-footed and stuff like that, and Pacquiao throws a lot. Broner needs to be more Danny Garcia this fight, where he's punching in between Pacquiao's combinations. You're going to have to try to catch Pacquiao with some of that Marquez shit. But, when the fight is officially announced, if it is officially announced, I'll go more in depth into it. But I like it. I think it's a good fight. It'll have a good build-up and, definitely marketable as far as a fight. I would favor Pacquiao in that fight. But, let's see. I mean, Pacquiao's going to be a lot smaller than Broner, though. Pacquiao just, He has his style is like a lot of frenetic motion. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. You know, and Broner, he's gonna have to keep up with that or knock Pacquiao the fuck out. You know, which is possible. Because listen, I will say this: if Juan Manuel Marquez can knock out Pacquiao, Broner can knock him out. I mean, he sat down Sean Porter too, who's fought in the amateurs at 165. But you know, you can't search for 12 rounds looking for a lucky shot. I hate saying that. You know, I don't want to say lucky shot, but one shot, one punch. You know, you can't be looking for the home run punch. If it comes, it comes. Like Crawford was letting his hands go, and then in the 12th round, he found the punch that got Jose Benavidez out of there, you know, but he had been letting his hands go throughout the whole entire fight. Shout out to King Snake, $5 super chat. Is it set up the winner gets Mayweather or Pacquiao? Mayweather too, regardless. If Broner beats him, I don't see why Floyd would still fight Pacquiao. You know, that wouldn't even make sense. So I think it is supposed to be the winner gets Floyd, you know. But it's all speculation at this at this point. Broner better ask for drug test. Hey, you wild. So that's my thoughts on Broner Pacquiao. Now, excuse me. Sorry, my allergies be kicking my ass. Hold on, let me take my nasal spray. I gotta take my nasal spray. This ain't no, you know, oxyofillarine and shit. This is regular Flonase. Hold on. Oh shit. I really be having, my allergies are crazy. Don't come to Northern California if you have allergies. Let me tell you that. It'll be horrible for you. But anyway, hold on. Let me take my allergy pills too. One second, yo. Someone say ego doing drugs. Whatever. I am drugs. My channel like a drug. That's why these motherfuckers keep coming back after they get clapped in the hot seat. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Y'all sound stupid. But these Pringles are delicious, to be honest. They're called extra hot chili and lime. Not really hot to me, but they're pretty good. Now, the man of the hour, Canelo Alvarez. Congrats. He signed a crazy deal. YouTube is tripping right now. Anybody having problems with the stream? Man, they going. Is the stream working for everybody? Still crying. Crying about what? What are you talking about? Windy City, what are you talking about? See, I'm going to give these guys an opportunity to speak for themselves. Windy City, who's crying? What are you talking about? You said still crying. Like, what? Did anybody hear me cry? Like, what? Listen, let's vote. He said you still crying. Did anybody hear me cry on this episode? Like, what have I cried about? I'm so lost. He said you still crying. So let's expedite this. If you did not hear me cry on this episode, put your L's up. Put your L's up so we can get rid of them. Okay, Arturo says nope, nope. See, this is what I'm saying. This is that emotional shit. They can't help it. Yeah, you're still crying. Like, what did I cry about? I took allergy medicine, ate some Pringles. Like, what are you talking about? All right, you done. The people have voted. The people have spoken. You have been banished. Rockabye, baby, in broad daylight. Woo! All right, let's keep going. Let's keep it up with the crying. Canelo Alvarez, congrats, $365 million, 5 years, 11 fights, monumental deal. You know, it breaks records in sports history. Dazn really threw the bag at Canelo. You know, I'm analyzing the deal, all the details that I've heard about the deal. Canelo and Golden Boy are winning with the deal. Though Pringles aren't hot. He's winning because no matter what, he's getting minimum of $365 million. You know, listen, I'm going to say this again. If you want a channel that's going to sugarcoat and not, you know, be introspective and look towards the future and what this means, click off the video right now. Unsubscribe, do what you got to do. We still going to be here, still with the livest live streams, you know, done the livest gates, the most super chats, you know, because this is not the video for you. I'm trying to tell you. I'm here to talk boxing and to talk about what I feel about the, you know, what this means. You know, for Canelo, Golden Boy, I think it's a very good deal. Golden Boy also has up to 10 additional fights that they could put on DAZN. So if they want to put Joseph Jojo Diaz versus so-and-so or Ryan Garcia, now they have the option to. They have the major chess piece in Canelo, so they were able to work out this deal. Now, there's a lot of people, I'm going to keep saying this, that keep giving Eddie Hearn credit for securing this deal. This deal was done by Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya, knew John Skipper. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the head people at Perform Group or whatnot, which is the parent company to DAZN. I have no idea why people keep saying Eddie Hearn is killing you Americans and these different things. I don't get it. I really don't. Hearn doesn't get credit ego, but he definitely benefit. Yeah, he could benefit in terms of trickle down effect because Golden Boy, what they did. You know, some people even say, like, this is what I'm talking about with the emotion. Everything that I've said about DAZN up to this point of them signing was about what they currently had. They currently had, as far as boxing, Eddie Hearn. Now they have Canelo, so that changes the dynamics. People are acting as if something that I've said is now changed. Nothing I said was changed because at the point of recording the videos, guess what? The only thing they had was Matchroom and Matchroom fights. You know? And like, just none of this stuff is making sense. Like, people keep saying Eddie Hearn showed you guys wrong, as if listen, the bottom line is Golden Boy has the chess piece. They have Canelo that after HBO folded, HBO Boxing, I keep saying HBO, but you guys, when I say HBO, I mean HBO Boxing. After HBO Boxing folded, he had the chess piece that other companies wanted. Showtime, ESPN, and DAZN. So I'm sure they heard offers from at least two of them, and they weighed out their options. And this was a deal where so much money was being thrown at Canelo to the point where he would be foolish to take it, like, to turn it down. I mean, it's a win-win. It's a win for Golden Boy, and it's a win for Canelo. I don't blame them for taking the deal. Who wouldn't? I mean, that's the richest contract in sports history, that they're willing to front you the money no matter what. They don't lose. But as boxing fans, I do have some questions, you know, and over time we're going to find out what it is. But one potential question that I have right now is this they keep saying this is great for the boxing fans, no more pay-per-view model, which that aspect of it is good. You know, not having to pay for Canelo's fights. Like if he's fighting Amir Khan or Liam Smith, you only have to pay $9.99 for it now. If DAZN was, you know, partner with Canelo back then. You know, if he fights Triple G3, instead of paying $85, $90, or $85, I think is what it was, you have to pay $9.99. But on the flip side of that, you know, everything, like, see, this shit like this is proof of pimps and hoes and why that works, why that relationship works. You know, you can't just have hoes. You got to have a pimp. You know, you can't just have one. You can't just have pimps but no hoes. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people get blinded. They get blinded by, oh, the richest deal in sports has already 365 million. That's great. But I'm analyzing this as a boxing fan. They're saying, oh, yeah, we're taking away the pay-per-view model. But at what cost? These are the things, these are the questions or concerns. Like, if you're going to buy a house, like, see, this is the thing. I'm in such an emotional sport and passionate sport with fans that people don't actually look at details. For people like me to stand up, be a martyr, and ask questions, they're like, oh, you're hating. You hate this shit. I'm not here to see anything fail. If it fails, it's going to fail regardless of me. You know what I'm saying? I can't control that. But I'm here to ask questions. Like, if you were buying a house, would you, and the roof is leaking, you know, there's no appliances, and on the paperwork it said there's going to be appliances, would you not question those things? You would just say, oh, here's my down payment, you know, sign me up. Let's go through escrow. No, you're not going to do that. So, you know, I don't give a fuck what none of y'all talking about in terms of the questions I have. I still have questions about what this, you know, ultimately the grand scheme of things. For Canelo, it benefits him and his family and future generations. Absolutely. Golden Boy, it's a lump sum of money. I don't really see how he's losing. But as boxing fans, one thing that we have to understand over time, and that has to be proven, is that Dazn is going to put on the fights we want. They don't have a track. They could throw all the money they want at Canelo. That's great for him, but they don't have a proven, you know, 12 months of the best fights and being able to secure the guys that the fans want to see other guys fight that are on their network or on their streaming app. Shout out to Paul Ruffin, $2 super chat. For forward ever, backwards never. Ego's army. You already know that. So, all right, DZY Boxing. We'll see how long your page lasts. You know, when you say stupid shit. Ego did want Hearn and Dazn to fail originally, following on from the Wilder saga. Okay, so based on what? And I'm not gonna do too many of these. I'm not gonna do too many. But he said he wasn't going to support it. And that's not what I said. I did not say I wasn't going to support it. I said if it doesn't have the fights that I want, I am not going to support it. That is what I said. So you have strike one. You're lucky I'll give you an additional strike because we have been striking people out. I never said I wouldn't support Dazn. I could play you the tapes, you know, find the specific live streams and videos where I talked about him. I never said I would never support Dazn. You're full of shit. So you have one more opportunity to explain what you're talking about. I said I'm not going to support it if it's like Jesse Vargas versus Thomas Delorme, you know, and fights that I don't really, you know, I'm watching Conor McGregor pay-per-view. So I wasn't really worried about Jesse Vargas versus Thomas Delorme. You know, Joshua, I wanted to see Joshua fight Wilder. I didn't really, you know, I pretty much knew the outcome. So I used my free trial on the Povetkin fight because that wasn't a fight I was going to pay for. That's what I said. I never said no matter what, no matter who's on there. And I even said this specifically, but how soon we forget. I said I don't have an issue with Dazn. I don't, you know, Dazn as a company, they're just trying to get their foot in the door. But their representation in boxing at the time was Eddie Hearn, who wasn't in the proper American light, you know, in terms of what he had been doing. Period. You have one more opportunity. I'm not going to do too many of these hot seats because you slowing up the tempo. Ego did want her, bro. Just block him. Just shooters block that dude. He said I already said it, bro, and he didn't put any additional comments. DZY Boxing 2.0. I didn't say no matter what. I was talking about the Wilder AJ saga. You said you wasn't going to support it. Bro, I'm done with you. You're not talking about shit. You lied to me, now you're backing off the block. You said I said I wasn't going to support Dazn, which I never said. I don't. And again, my goal in my job is not to see things in boxing that could potentially help it flourish fail. That's not me. That's not what I'm hoping for. But all I can base my videos on is what is in front of me. When I made live streams talking about Dazn, as it sat, the only person in boxing they had was Eddie Hearn. So that's what I based my thoughts on the fights the announcements that Dazn had. Canelo was just announced today, so now we'll talk about that. Like I said, it's a case-by-case basis. Canelo, him being signed, Golden Boy adding some fights to it, okay, that changes things. We never discussed Canelo being on the app. But anyway, I still, even with Canelo and Golden Boy being on the app, it still doesn't change the thoughts I have. For example, everybody's wowed with the amount of money that Canelo's getting. That's great for him. I'm happy for him. I'm happy because it shows that there's money in boxing. People said boxing is dead. You know what I mean? And this proves that it isn't. Period. Block Fresh One. Listen. I'm not giving you shit. This dude's desperate. Block Fresh One. I'm not even doing it. I told you I'm not gonna be battling a bunch of shit where we trying to get the when we trying to get these thoughts out. Shooters have at it, clap at them. Bow. Okay, shout out to Christian Boswell. Listen, I'm not doing this. I got shit to say, you know, and it's more important than battling a bunch of people, like just name calling and saying stupid shit. Anywho, my statements are still the same. Dazn doesn't have a proven track record, so it's all going to be, the success of it is going to be indicative or dependent on the fights that it puts out. One potential thing, this is something that just spitballing, throwing ideas out. This could in fact have created another Cold War. Remember when we were in the Cold War era where Golden Boy didn't want to work with Top Rank back in the day, and Golden Boy was with Al Heyman, and then none of them wanted to work with Top Rank. And you know, you see the same shit with right now Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence. This is a fight people are building up and want, and Errol Spence is like, man, it's politics. It's politics. I was at the fight when he said it. He was at the Garcia Porter fight, and he's like, people get mad like it's not politics, but it's politics in boxing. And he's talking about, I'm gonna clean up my side of the street. And then Terrence Crawford saying, oh yeah, sit down with Al. You know, he's over there with Al. I'm on ESP, right? So at the end of the day, people keep saying this is wonderful for boxing. Canelo's getting a lot of money, true, but this could have in fact created another Cold War that people aren't even thinking about, you know, because I just seen there's an interview, I didn't even watch it, but I can, you know, I could read from the title, and you know, people give me overflow what's being said. Eddie Hearn's talking about if Charlo or Triple G want to fight Canelo, who's not even his fighter, he got to come to Dazn. So if anything, let Golden Boy say that, you know, because Canelo is exclusive to Dazn for 11-fight deal. So they're not going to let him leave to go to Showtime. So what Eddie Hearn is saying is probably true. But at the end of the day, you know, Eddie Hearn, people are acting like Eddie Hearn is in charge of Canelo's career, which is not true. So at least let me hear Golden Boy say it. You know, why is Eddie Hearn speaking on behalf of Canelo? You know, Eddie Hearn right now, he's reminding me of Daryl from Coming to America. Who's seen the movie Coming to America? Let your soul glow. No, I'm gonna explain it. Eddie's reminding me of Daryl from Coming to America, because when his girlfriend Lisa was at church and she was like, somebody put a big ass donation in the collection plate. Was that you? And then Daryl was like, hey, what can I say? Knowing Eddie Murphy. Knowing Eddie Murphy, Simi, you know, and Prince Hakeem put the money in the collection plate, and then Daryl fucking around trying to act like he put the money in the collection plate to his girlfriend. You know, She was like, did you put, somebody left a real gracious donation in the collection plate. Did you put that money in, Daryl? And then Daryl just like, try, you know, so he's not directly taking credit for it. Like, he's not saying anything like, yeah, I put the money in the collection plate. But you know how you acting. Like, man, I'm from the Bay, man. All that, listen, the Bay is full of hustlers. You know, don't come here trying to hustle the Bay. This is not the spot for that. You know what I'm talking. It's just like the term dry snitching. Oh, you're not snitching technically, but if the cops is like, man, we got a call to some gunshots rang out, and then I'm just like, okay, I didn't say go to the fucking neighbor's house, but I'm doing all this, so, you know, come on, man. That's the same thing. It's just like Daryl with the collection plate and shit. You know, he didn't put the fucking money in the collection plate, and it was Prince Hakeem from Zamunda, but he's trying to act all like with his girl, because she's giving him props for it, thinking he did it. And then his girl, Daryl, did you put the money in the collection plate? He trying to act all silly, like. That's what Eddie Hearn's doing. You didn't sign Canelo. It is what it is. Golden Boy, Eric Gomez, Oscar De La Hoya, they got offered different shit for their chess piece. De La Hoya knew John Skipper, who was one of the front men for Dazn and the parent company Perform Group. And guess what? Oscar De La Hoya, I told you, he did a Frank Lucas. He went straight to the top, cut out the middleman. Golden Boy said, what could you give us? Okay, we got Canelo, biggest star in boxing. Mayweather's 41. He's not really even fighting, really. So we got the biggest star in boxing. What can you give us? Okay, you want this for Canelo? That sounds good for Canelo. But we need to squeeze in 10 Golden Boy dates, right? I need some room for my Golden Boy cards. Okay, you can get that too? Okay, we'll get back with you. That's what happened. People keep acting like this is Usyk or Tevin Farmer, like Eddie Hearn's co-promoting Canelo. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. I don't understand why people don't get it. It's Daryl from Coming to America. Eddie Hearn's not responsible for this. The reason he's at the press conference for this is because he's managing Rocky Fielding. So for Canelo's first outing on DAZN, it's a matchroom fighter that Canelo is fighting. But if Canelo goes to fight other people who don't team up with Matchroom or aren't currently with Matchroom, then it's not going to be any of Eddie's business or whatever. Like if Canelo fights Daniel Jacobs, okay, Eddie Hearn be a part of that. Because as of right now, Jacobs is with Eddie Hearn. But anyway, enough of that. Y'all get the analogy. What this could have created is another Cold War. Like I said, people want to see Spence and Crawford, and both guys want it, and they're saying, oh, this guy's on this side. Oh, talk to Al, talk to Bob, other side of the street. Let me clean up my side. All this shit. Same thing. Now Eddie Hearn, you know, just like clockwork, he's doing a Daryl interview, you know, where he's like acting like Canelo's part of his family now. It's because he's part of the DAZN family, but it's not real. That's like, listen, let's say I was signed to Columbia Records and Mariah Carey is signed to Columbia Records. That doesn't mean we're a package deal because we're on the same label. You know what I'm saying? If I'm signed to Interscope or some shit, that don't mean me and Eminem are boys or Dr. Dre are boys. We're just under the same umbrella. You guys get what I'm saying? I can't be like, yeah, man, if I have a personal relationship with Eminem and he puts me on track, that's one thing. But just because I'm on Interscope doesn't mean I'm part of G Unit. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I don't understand what people keep saying. Like, if you're signed to Interscope doesn't make you a part of G Unit. I can't be like, yeah, man, me and Dr. Dre, Eminem, and Snoop, we just, unless that's part of my faction. They're just under the same umbrella. It's no different than a record label. If Mariah Carey, like I said, was signed to Columbia and I'm signed to Columbia, we're not a package deal. It's not like because Mariah Carey, like I'm like, yeah, I'm the executive producer of Mariah album. I don't have nothing to do with her project. unless I'm working with her on her project. Get it? So that's one thing. What else? Like I said, this just could have created another Cold War. We're gonna see how it plays out. But Eddie Hearn's already speaking on behalf of Canelo, who's not his fighter, and he says that Charlo's gonna have to come, Triple G's gonna have to come to Dazn to fight. Which he's probably right, but it's not really his space to speak on behalf of Canelo, because he can't even have a conversation with Canelo. He don't speak Spanish. You know, he's not Canelo's representation. But anyway, this is this is the problem. What if Al Heyman has his own plans for Charlo? You know, I mean, Al Heyman's never hated because he let Jacobs go to Triple G, fight Triple G on HBO. He let Amir Khan go to fight Canelo on the HBO pay-per-view. So I don't know. Maybe it's not going to be an issue. Maybe it will. I don't know. But these are things we're going to have to wait and see about. You know, are all these fighters going to come? Like, okay, here's another example. Canelo Alvarez said he wants to rematch Mayweather. You know? So out of all the people at 160 and 168, he wants to fight the 41-year-old that already beat him. But whatever. He wants to remove the thorn from his side. Is Mayweather going to fight on DAZN, you know, and just abandon Showtime? Is he? Is Mayweather going to fight Canelo on DAZN? Which would have nothing to do with Showtime, I would imagine. You know, so people are getting blinded by the money move. This is a huge deal. But there are questions. And if you're angry that people like me are asking questions, then I don't care, because I don't really care about your opinion. Because to me, you want to look at boxing from a rose-colored set of lenses. I'm not sabotaging anything. These are legitimate questions. These are legit. Is Mayweather, who has a working relationship with, like, see, Canelo's name dropping. You know, this is what they always do. They piggyback. Everyone talks about how boring Floyd is and shit, but people keep his name in their mouth. You know, oh, Mayweather. But you know the logistics of that? I don't know that it's looking likely. So what's the point of even first day you signed to DAZN, you bringing up avenging the Floyd fight? It doesn't look, to me, it doesn't look likely that Floyd, like, you're already giving Canelo phenomenal money. So what is Floyd going to want to rematch Canelo at 160? You know, he's been given $100 million guaranteed in his last, you know, 2 of his last 3 fights. So, you know, that, to me, that sounds like clout chasing, because it doesn't seem likely. You know, anyway, you can have all the money in the world, but money, you know, at some point, the money just ain't going to just keep free flowing like that. You know what I mean? Boxing Ego's mum will buy DAZN. Fuck you. That's cute. Shooters, handle that. Machiavelli truth. Ego, you a hater. I just looked at the video of you saying you will not be getting. Okay, send me. Put the. You just watched it. So copy the link of the video and give me the timestamps. Machiavelli truth. We'll see if you're the truth. Okay, you say you just watched the video, so go to YouTube, go to history, and give us the timestamp. You just watched it, right? We'll see who's lying. Machiavelli truth. Go to YouTube on the app. Go to YouTube or desktop. YouTube. Go to history, and then click on the video, and it'll have a little red bar. See, I do YouTube, so I know how YouTube goes. So send me the video. You just watched it. It'll be in your watched history on YouTube. That's how that works. So Machiavelli, I said I'm never supporting DAZN no matter what. You just watched the video. So timestamp the video and send it. I'll play it for everyone to hear, so we can hear what I said exactly. I don't know what these dudes think this is. I don't know what they think this is. You thought I was born last night? Where's the video? You see how quiet he get? Machiavelli, send the video. You say you just watched it. Why is it taking so long if you just watched it? You said it was going to be easy. This ain't Berto. You said it was going to be easy. Where Machiavelli at? Oh, this is 7-day Illuminati? You just going to disappear? Machiavelli, you just watched the video where I said that. Show the receipt. Exactly. I'm not waiting all day. We ain't done enough. We ain't waiting all day. They try to play these rookie games. Show them receipts. Because you can't copy live link chats into... Okay. Money Mike says because you can't copy links into live chats, you imbecile. Yes, you can. They just have to get approved. And there's nothing even coming through. Block Money May because he lying. Bro, I have a whole ass career on YouTube. I know how this works. And even though we know you're lying, because name the name of the video. Tell me the name of the video. You just watched it. Why would you say nothing? Block Money May. Look, Machiavelli says you are a liar and a disgrace to boxing. I'm a liar, but you ain't putting the link. Where's the link? Machiavelli, all we want is the link. Okay, I'm a liar. Cool. Where the link at? That's all we want is that link. I'm a liar. This is funny. He's saying I'm a liar, but he won't show y'all the link. Where the link at? He said he just watched me say it in the video, but won't show no receipt. He won't give us no link. Oh my gosh. Hey, I'm going to get to your super chat. See, they hate the money just coming. But listen, Machiavelli, where the link at? Hey, bruh, you got to put some links on the grill. Or your ass going to get barbecued. Oh my God, I said you better put some links on the grill or your ass going to get barbecued. Bars, where the link at? You said you just watched the video where I said I would never support Dazn regardless of anything. Post the link. We waiting. Yeah. Where that link at? Bro, you got 15 seconds. Cause you just taking up space. We want that link. Fuck boy, don't run. You are deluded casual fans, third-handed boxing news. That's all you report. That's great. I'm a third world country, all that. Where the link? we want that link. You notice how he ain't saying nothing with a link? That's all he care about is the link. That's cool. I'm broke. Live with mom. I'm gay. I don't like bitches. All that. That's great. I'm short. I'm fat. Cockeyed. Handicapped. But where that link? Hey, get him out of here. Get him all the way out of here. You done. You go enjoy your DAZN subscription because your ass is done. You out of this zone. We in a whole nother time zone, partner. Dumbass reporter. But you still ain't showing the link. All we care about is the link. You talk about dumbass reporter. See, I told you, they be in their feelings. That's cool. I'm a dumbass reporter. I'm all this, you know. Racist. Okay, cool. Show the link. Shout out to Lamar Gujas. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to have to scold one of my sons in front of y'all like that. You know. Lamar Gujas, $10 super chat. Shout out to New Media. All these HBO meat glazers, top lockers are mad about HBO leaving. Now these same lap riders want to talk about LDBC downfall because of DAZN. Wow, beta males, aka Milky Liquor. Damn, you going in on everybody. Bro, we know what this is. Like I said, I still feel the same way. He was draking, exactly, in my feelings. He said all that, and he said he just watched the video. Why wouldn't you send the link then? You just watched it, it'll be in your search history. Tell me the name of the video, something. You're just going to keep ignoring the question. And so you're a dumbass reporter. You suck. Everybody hates you. Okay, that's great. Show the link. They don't want to do that. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, like I said, my thing is, and this could be true, this may have opened up another, another Cold War. You know, like, oh, DAZN fighters fight. Like, for example, shout out to Victor. This is what they're never gonna do that because they know they can't do it. Block John James. We just having a block party. Oh, we having a party. We having a party. Listen, if y'all just hurling insults, that's great, but you will be clapped. You know, hurl the insults. I'm good with that, but you have to talk some sense after it. Say you're racist because of X, Y, and Z. How is DAZN's a race now? Like what? Like these dudes just be saying whatever for attention. How are you? He said you racist. Like DAZN's a ethnicity. What are we talking about? He tried to fake his own death. These dudes, these boys, I got them in their feelings. This shit is funny. Third-handed news. And he was actually interviewing boxers at live events. Bro, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm talking to Andre Ward in the elevator with security. Just me, security, and Andre Ward. And Fight Hype was there. You know, but this is third-handed news. Bro, it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. In their brains, it doesn't have to make sense. You know, talking to Terrence Crawford and Benavidez post-fight, and it's somehow it's third-handed news when I'm in the second row. But whatever. Hey, block this Boxingego's dad account. Hey, we having a party. These dudes are so desperate. Listen, shooters, y'all gotta get active. Y'all gotta get active because I'm not gonna be sidetracked this whole stream. These dudes wilding and got me crying. This shit is funny. That's how you know we hurting. That's how you know they don't believe what they say, because you wouldn't have to go through great lengths to prove it. If you really if you're like, oh, ego sucks, ego's racist, third hand, why are they coming back with multiple accounts? You wouldn't have to do all that. You would just be like, oh, his channel sucks, he's going down. They know that this is the Stream King. They know this. You know, they know that we're making advancements and covering fights and continuing to grow, because you wouldn't have to try so hard. If I'm gonna fail and Boxingego, Ego's Army, and New Media and shit, if it's gonna fail, it's gonna fail. You don't have to, keep making 8 accounts to let motherfuckers know it's gonna fail. It's gonna fail. Like, you know how many people have taken shots at me? Just hand them the rope. They hang themselves. I don't have to tell you that, this hating ass channel sucks. They gonna do that their own way. Let's get it, man. Yo, smash the like button. We got to get a surge with the likes. I know this is fun. Y'all like the entertainment, all the drama and shit. We working. Death Row East. Believe in that. Yeah, apparently DAZN's a race, because someone said I'm racist for assessing DAZN. Listen, Canelo's winning. Are the fans winning? We will find out over time. If you have a problem with that, then you're part of the problem, because that means you just want to look at the deal and not care about anything else and just, the deal's the deal. That's not how it works. Like I said, if you're buying a house, you like the market price of the house, but you do have questions. Okay, what about the leaky roof? Are you guys going to repair that before we get in? What about this? What about that? You're buying a car. You're going to have some questions. You can like the price of the car. That's great. Price is cool. Are you going to fill up the gas tank? What about this scratch? Can you buff this out? If you don't want a reporter to ask questions and look towards the future of what this means, then, like I said, to me, you're part of the problem, because that means you just want to be, Canelo's the money man, ding dong, the witch is dead. We're not doing that. Not over here. It's a good deal financially. It could potentially set up another Cold War where we don't get the fight. Like, what if Charlo don't want to go into DAZN? What if he's like, no, Showtime, Lions only, Showtime took care of me. I'm not fighting on no fucking app. Just hypothetically, I can't speak. Maybe he goes over there. I don't know. We have to wait and see. But I'm saying hypothetically, then that would be a problem, because that's a fight I want to see. And I know I'm not I know I'm not in the minority. I know other people want to see the fight. So these are the issues. You know, they're talking about Canelo Mayweather too. Is Mayweather are they gonna give Mayweather type of money that he makes on pay-per-view by fighting on this app when they're already cashing out $500 million to Canelo over the course of 5 years? You know, not quite $500 million, but you guys get it. Listen, I'm not going to tell people if they should buy DAZN or not. You're a boxing fan. Look at the calendar. Look at the fights. If it interests you, then buy it. If it doesn't, then don't buy it. You know, that's no different than should you get this pay-per-view. If you like the fucking pay-per-view, get it. But here's the other thing. Oh, man, I'm about to go to work now. I'm feeling sharp. Hold on. I'm feeling sharp today. You know, they thought they had me trapped. This is when I work my best, you know. When they think they onto something, you know, the haters. Okay, this is where you see me at my sharpest. Okay, shout out to Lamar Gugis. We got to get to the money. $5 super chat. Shout out to New Media and Showtime. Watch for it. You hear it. You hear it here. I know Showtime executive friend source that Showtime will use a streaming app in the future. Oh yeah, but see, and this is the great thing. The great thing is, you know, for boxing fans, is this competition. When there's competition, nobody's trying to lose. Let's talk about it. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling sharp. Hold on. Y'all got to get these likes up. I'm not even going to continue because I'm about to start dropping some jewels right now. Hold on. I don't even have to do this as ego. I might just do this as Ego Valley. Okay. Listen. We need to get to 100 likes like ASAP or this stream is over. We cannot continue. Everybody's listening to the drama and laughing and shit. We got to get these likes up. I don't know what the hell's going on, but the likes got to bump up. You know, we've been on, how long we been on? Yeah, we've been on almost an hour. What? These streams come at a cost, baby. You know, because this eats up a chunk of time off rip. Now it's 105. Now it's 106. We got to get to 106. Every time they hit a dislike, it's going to go up or the stream ends right now. We got to get to 106 likes. 107. We need 2 more likes now. They want to play game? I'm going to play the game. So, y'all get to liking. Okay, cool. See, they can hit the dislike, but you can't stop Ego's Army. We run this. Okay. Now let's get back to it. All right. The DAZN thing, I look at it like this. It's like, are we going to get the fights we want? That's the bottom line what it boils down to. Are we going to get the fights that we want? Eddie Hearns did an interview. Eddie Hearns, he's talking about Showtime will be gone in 12 months. Okay, first of all, he also said that Tyson Fury Wilder wasn't going to happen. So I don't believe that. I think the good thing about this for boxing fans is people like competition. You know, business needs competition. So DAZN signed Joshua. Oh, is Joshua even on DAZN permanently? I don't think that was ever established, to be honest. Hey, block Ego Cute. Block him. I'm done. I'm not dealing with the trolls right now. Shooters, get on your job or this stream is over. If the shooters can't hold down the fort while I'm talking and like while we're talking regular boxing, then I got to cut this stream off because I'm not here for the like games. We got to get straight to it. Block the Ego Cute. Shoot. How many shooters do we have in the building right now? You know, we got to establish some ground rules and some order right now. Any shooters in the building, please say here. And if they're not, then I gotta end the stream. Okay, Kennedy Linder's here. Who else? You know, we got to get back to the basics. I'm not going to be playing these games all day. How many shooters do we have here? Block stat. Hold on. I'll block him. He says stop crying. Yeah, okay. Block. All right. We're going to have a shooter ceremony. Who wants to be a shooter? And I have to recognize you too. I'm not just, you know, we doing shooter recruits. Since I don't have enough shooters in here, I got to. Hey, Lamar Gugis, are you a shooter? We about to do some recruits. There will be justice out this motherfucker. Yeah. Hey, Victor, you've been putting some good comments. All right. Yeah, hold on. All right, Victor and Angel Morales. Who else? They're the top candidates. Because I've seen their comments. I need that hitman for hire. Oh, my gosh. Antonio Mendoza, he's... All right, Lamar Gugis, you definitely won. Hold on. Hold on, it's going too fast. Yeah, we got them hitman for hire. Yeah, now y'all fucked up. Kenny Linder, let me know your recommendations. You a trusted shooter. Yeah, see, they wasn't ready for this. All right, the chat keeps moving, so I don't even know who wants to be a shooter. We about to get to strap. We about to strap more shooters up. Yeah, let's get it. We ready to go to war. We going to war on you boys. We going to war on you boys. All right, Lamar Gugis, you got that. Hold on. The chat keep moving. I can't even select you as a shooter because everyone wants to kill. They want to kill for the Eagles army. Hold on. Hold on. Everybody stop leaving comments. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Antonio Mendoza deserves it, huh? Ego over Joe Buttons. What does that mean, though? Hey, everybody want to be that shooter. Hey, we about to get to clapping. Y'all, hold on. Y'all boys are fucked up now. Yeah. We about to have a shooter ceremony. That, you know what? Every time it gets crazy, that's what we going to do. We going to have shooter recruit. Hold on. Hey, we got to get a couple shooters. And we fast as Zab Judah. Hold on, we need shooter music. Hold on. We having a shooter ceremony. Here, I'm going to put some shooter music on. We having a ceremony. Oh, we having a party. Yeah. Hey. We got the shooters, got to get them. One time for your motherfucking mind. We got to get some new shooters. 1 shooter, 2 shooter, 3 shooter, 4. 1 shooter, 2 shooter, 3 shooter, 4. We about to clap you young boys. About to clap you in your hat. Clap you in the back. Clap you in the rap. Real rap. Oh my God, let's get it. Hey. We about to ride on these boys. Hey. It go 1 shooter, 2 shooter, 3 shooter, 4. Get the strap one time. 1 shooter, 2 shooter, 3 shooter, 4. Get the strap in your back. Ah. Okay. Hold on. The chat's moving too fast. No, some of these people. All right, Lamar Gugis, I know you. Everybody welcome Lamar Gugis to the shooter strap. Hey, there will be blood. Everybody give some claps to Lamar Gugis. Strap season. 1 shooter, 2 shooter, 3 shooter, 4. Q. 1 shooter, shooter, 4. Q. Murder. We brave-hearted. Hey, we got to vote. Lamar Gugis, I vouch for him. What y'all thinking? Hey, Lamar Gugis, he said new media about to catch some more bodies. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Yeah, now let's see them. Now we just every time the army just gonna strap up more times. They can't stop us. We run the game. We control the narrative. We ride on our enemies. Angel Morales, he's a good one. Antonio Mendoza, Mosquito. Well, what y'all thinking? We the army. Let what homie have one? Y'all gotta vote. What are the names, the faces y'all recognize? Yeah, I remember Antonio Mendoza. Oh, passive student here too? Y'all get nominated. All right. It's between Mosquito, Passive Student, and Antonio Mendoza. Who y'all want? Vote. That's 2 for Mosquito, 1 for Passive, 1 for Antonio Mendoza. Lamar Gugis already got that work. He already strapped up. We about to shoot him. All right, Mosquito, you in. I recognize you. The fans recognize you. You must have been putting in some work. We about to jump you in. You ready for this, Mosquito? He said there will be blood. He ready. All right. Bet. Now, we got that 50 cal on you. Kennedy Linder. Who's the other person? Passive Student. You want to be a shooter? Passive Student. Everyone telling me about you. They said you put in work in these streets. Passive Student. Cadet. Soldier. This is the general. Do you want to be a shooter? You know, because I got to make sure the shooters are alert. They're ready, and they're ready to go. And we all in unison. I don't know if Passive Student here. He might have missed out for right now. Because we got to get back to the show. He said, of course I'm here, fam. Get my gear. Strap him. Oh, we about to strap him up. Passive Student. All right, shout out to Mosquito, Passive Student, and Lamar Gugis. We got some new shooters, and we got some shooters on the waiting list. Antonio Mendoza, he on the waiting list. Angel Morales, y'all keep putting in work. Now, smash the like button. Now we got order. I like them blue. We got them blue. We got them wrenches. We got them wrenches about to put y'all boys in the trenches. Believe that. Them wrenches gonna put y'all in the trenches. Ask about us. Everybody say them wrenches gonna put y'all boys in the trenches. And they so vicious. Fuck snitches. Let's get it. Now. Hey, new media about now is on. It's really on. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. You know, they try to jump in with all these fake accounts and shit. Okay, we got something for you. More heat. More heat. Listen. Everybody, listen. You know, I got something. Hold on. I'm going to send y'all gift cards. Straight up. Everybody that's in the chat holding it down, I'm going to send y'all gift cards. I'm going to send y'all gift cards. Straight up. This is not a game. We the militia. I promise you that. I'm about what I say I'm about. Mosquito. Here, I'm gonna write down the names. It's for the people who are holding it down right now. Lamar Gugis. Who else is in here, shooter-wise? What shooters are in here? I'm just writing a note. And you had to be commenting too. Christian Boswell, I knew he would. Okay, so Christian Boswell is in here. Listen, I'm giving back to the community. All right, Christian Boswell, Mosquito, Lamar Gugis, Kenny Linder. Yep. I think those are the ones that we've been holding it down, right? And then Passive Student. I'm gonna send y'all gift cards. This is how we do it. We got to give back to the community, to the army. You know, all these super chats. Y'all got this. I'm going to screenshot this. If you want to collect, you got to reach out to me, you know, because I'm not going to necessarily remember to reach out to all y'all. But I just, hold on, let me screenshot it. Those are the shooters that were holding down this stream. I'm going to send y'all something. I'm probably do like little Amazon, you know? Fuck it. We do Amazon. You know, we don't, listen, we don't give a fuck about money. Look. Money ain't shit. Listen. It don't matter. Hold on. We about to get back to business. Hold on 1 second. Look, it takes money to make money. We invest ourselves. We toss money. We don't give a fuck. You know, we just gonna toss money. We just toss money around. Okay. It don't matter. And I'm getting penalties on the money. It don't matter. You know, we just toss it. We just toss, fuck the money. We just toss the money. My shooters, they gonna get gift cards. You know, it don't matter. I donate to myself because I believe in myself. It don't matter. And my shooters, I believe in them. So we gonna money dance to them. You know, hit me up. I got y'all on the gift card. It ain't. I'm not sending no $100 gift card to everybody, but I'll send you a little something. You know, just to show the appreciation. Let's get it. You could trade in your gift card for a free hat, free merch. Lamar is coming. Believe that. Yeah, they turn your boy back to Ego Valley. We always bet on ourselves. $100. You know, fuck it. It's just money, right? Fuck it. Anyway, get some clap emojis. I had to restore the order. Now let's talk. Now I want to play like Chucky. I feel good now. Now we could talk uninterrupted. Listen, shoot responsibly. That's all I ask. Don't be like these police out here be shooting minority. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, I thought he made a move. No, don't do that. We know that we're a fair organization. We're fair but firm. You know how it goes in the Army. Passive student, I got you. That's a given. Yeah, I got you on that. You know. Actually, passive student and Lamar Gujas, since y'all trading a gift card for the merch, y'all get to pick. Y'all get to pick. I want y'all to pick the color scheme. I want y'all to design the color scheme. Y'all two get together, and then y'all come up with the color scheme and agree on it, and then I'm gonna get them hats, and they're gonna be a shooter edition hat. You know, y'all pick the color scheme, and we'll come up with something. Fair? Yeah, Mosquito hit me, man. We work it. I'm a Bay Area hustler, man. You know how I do. I'm about to wiggle. We about to take this. He said, look up. He made a move. He ain't made no fucking move. All right, let's get back to it. Now, Ego Army. Let's get it. We about to have shooter edition hats. Shooter edition hat. Y'all really got to go. Yeah, see how my shooters unite and work together? He said, here's my email, contact me. See? Yep. It's on now. They don't like that. Strength in numbers. They don't like that. But that's what we do. We unite. We doing something special for the fans. All right, passive student, I got you. Yeah, exchange them emails. We got strength in numbers. Ego's Army. This is real. I told y'all. So, anyway, I do have questions about Dazn. Canelo's making a lot of money. You know, no flaws there. But is Canelo going to fight the fights that we want to see him fight? Rocky Fielding is just kind of a stay busy fight. Nobody's really declared that to be the fight of a lifetime or anything. You know, it could be some difficulties with Fielding's size and a new weight class. Cool. But beyond that, where is he going to go? Is he going to stay at 168? He's going to go back down to 160? Because, like, this is the thing, is Canelo's the money man now, you know? And Canelo, I don't think he's as complete as Floyd. How do you donate? There should be a $sign, Venmo. There's multiple ways. We about to come up. We about to do something big, man. I'm telling y'all. There should be a $sign on your desktop or your tablet or phone. He said this has made the haters quiet. Yeah. Because, see, that's what they try to do. They try to overwhelm you, like, where I'm outnumbered and shit like that. Like, I'm always going to be outnumbered to y'all. You know, there's always going to be more of y'all watching me than me as a one person, you know. So that's what they try to do. But now you see it's on hush mode. I'm telling you, we're not playing. Canelo Andrade, good fight. If Canelo fights Andrade on DAZN, I'll support. Listen, people are trying to bend and switch and twist the truth. I never said I would never support DAZN. I said it has to be fights that resonate with the American public. That's what I said. The Derek Chisora, Dillian White, too, that doesn't really resonate by and large with the American public. So people are like, oh, ego on suicide watch. No, I'm not, because I never said nothing about if Canelo was on DAZN. The only basis we had to go off of was Eddie Hearn and Matchroom and his signings. That was the only discussions had in past videos regarding DAZN. Canelo is his own person. Golden Boy is their own operation. So them going to DAZN creates potential other fights or other interests. You know, people, you see, like, put it this way. Canelo signing to DAZN has made more noise than anything that Eddie Hearn has done on the platform. Does anyone disagree with that? So Joshua Povetkin being on DAZN, Jesse Vargas versus Thomas Delorme, Tony Bellew versus Usyk. Name one, Tevin Farmer. Name one other signing or anything from Eddie Hearn that has made more noise than Canelo signing. So what are we talking about? People are like trying to flip. I got you. Well, you didn't get me with anything. My narrative was only what DAZN had at the time, which was no huge American star and Eddie Hearn's selection of fights and who he had signed and the fights he was making. I never said anything about if Canelo or Charlo or Errol Spence or whoever goes to DAZN. Right? And the other thing I said that people are misconstruing, I said the way Eddie Hearn has handled Joshua Wilder has probably put people off from signing to DAZN. Right? Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, already knew one of the leading frontmen for DAZN, the parent company, John Skipper. So he already had some level of a relationship because the guy, John Skipper, used to work for ESPN. So he had some level of familiarity with him, and he went straight to him. He bypassed Eddie Hearn, went straight to DAZN, and they hashed out a deal with all the extra money to spend. Because you have to understand, they had all this money to spend, and Eddie Hearn hadn't been able to acquire anybody that was like a mega star with momentum. So they had money to burn, and they burned a lot of it. I can't say all because I don't know how deep their pockets are or whatever, but they threw a whole ass bag at Canelo. So he living comfortable. But, you know, the other thing is people are mesmerized with the number and shit like that, but they don't take into consideration this. Like, if Canelo already has a couple fights that are arguably could have went different ways, but on record he only has one loss. So this could lead to other potential things where it's you know, they took, you know, the saying goes, scare money don't make money. So they took a huge gamble on Canelo's skills holding up to the point where he can satisfy a 11 fight deal and it's lucrative. Exactly. Because he's getting 60 million in a year. So if he fights Rocky Fieldings and, you know, the other fights that aren't going to build enough interest, I don't really see how they're going to recoup their money unless they're good, credible fights, at least some of the time. Ego showed his ass. Now he got to hire more shooters to protect him. Only suckers follow this fool. Your name is Streaming Poop. One of my new shooters want to handle that. Streaming Poop. Y'all can handle that. Enjoy your first kill. Get to taste it. Taste it. Oh shit, passive student caught him a body. Hey, passive student, he ain't that passive. He aggressive student right now. He caught him. He got to taste him. He got his first body. Ego sucks. That's what's up. You still blocked, you know, so they just keep coming back like roaches. Lamar Guja. Food for thought. What is used to spending big money on a fast car if you don't drive it? If a big name fighter don't fight the biggest fight. That's what I'm saying. They don't want to look at it like the reality of it. Or at least the potential reality of it. All right. Okay, listen. Canelo Eden, there's no disputing that. They said Canelo made $50 million versus Golovkin. I mean, I don't care. It's not my money. This is Dazon's money. I don't give a shit. If they lose money, that's on them. But you got to look at it. Canelo fought Triple G in a controversial rematch and made about $50 million, right? Canelo's getting more than that in 2 fights a year. So if he fights Charlo, great fight. But is the fight really going to do better numbers? Like, let's say it was on pay-per-view. Would it do better numbers? I know it's a good fight, but would it do better numbers than Triple G rematch? So, you know, DAZN threw a ton of money that he couldn't pass up, but we have yet to see if it's going to be worth it, because I really feel like Charlo versus Canelo is an awesome fight, excellent fight. Andre's an excellent fight, but pay-per-view almost keeps you honest and makes you work for it. If you have a shitty pay-per-view, then you're not going to get that much money because you're not getting on the back end. And I'm not, you know, it is cool for the fans, but, you know, in terms of DAZN, they might be out some money because, in my opinion, he had a fight with Triple G who had been selling out and main eventing and stuff like that, and he made $50 million in that one fight. Now he could fight Rocky Fielding and, you know, Boo Boo Johnson and still get 60 million, and he knows that, you know. So if that's the case, then DAZN's going to be out of money unless they're putting on compelling matches. You know, if he's fighting Fedor Chudinov at 168, I don't see how that Rocky Fielding and that is going to justify paying him 60 million. But it's too late now, you know. Canelo got the money, so I would have took the deal too, you know, because they offering that type of dough, cool. But as far as an investment, they're gonna have to hope Canelo brings some serious numbers. And I still feel like Canelo's a star. Yes, I don't know what their streaming goals are, but it still has to be good fights, I would imagine. They broke the bank with Canelo. They gave him a lot of money. Damn, Canelo has a stacked ass. See, Xavier Morales. Look at the names, the profile pictures, and the face of the people doing the most hating. Damn, Canelo has a stacked ass resume, and people still say he's not going to fight anyone. Shaking my head. first of all, nobody said he's not going to fight it. We said it remains to be seen. So unless you can announce Canelo's 11 fights, which you can't, then you're not saying anything different than me. What don't you understand about that? See, people live in this fantasy land where they just want you to just sit back and just be like, oh, everything is beautiful and sunshines and rainbow. That's not reality. I'm asking. No one knows who Canelo is going to fight. Maybe he fights Charlo, then Jacobs, and Triple G. I don't know. And Dazn doesn't have a track record enough data for us to say, hey, they do put on the best fights. So we don't know. But I do understand business, and I do understand that if a guy's getting $60 million a year and he has to fulfill 10 more fights after the Rocky Fielding fight, there is a chance that they might not match him up tough. Period. Because, okay, what if Canelo loses to Charlo? Now he still got, let's say he beats Rocky Fielding, then fights Charlo next and gets knocked out. Hypothetically. Now you got like 9 more fights where you're making buku bucks coming off of a knockout loss. You get what I'm saying? So the only way to avoid that is to not match him up, or have this Cold War where the Charlo fights don't happen unless it's unless he comes over, and they might they might not come over, stuff like that. These are realities. These are realities. And like I said, the only people who are mad are the people who know it's a reality and they don't want to admit that this is a potential. And that's what, I guess, instead of saying reality, a potential reality. I'm asking regular questions. Like, who are you? Okay, for example, Canelo called out Mayweather. Is he going to fight Mayweather in May on Dazn? Is Mayweather going to go to Dazn? If you had to take an educated guess and bet your whole house and your life savings, would Mayweather, who just made large money with Showtime and has a working relationship with them, would Mayweather fight Canelo at 160 on Dazn? If you had to bet everything that you like, just be real. Look, Jay Morales, no. Angel Morales, no chance in hell. Noah Perez, hell nah. Fuck no. Exactly. But see, when I say it, they get mad at me. Oh, you're hating. I'm not hating. I don't see it being likely. If I'm proven wrong, if I'm ever proven wrong, that's great. If it's listen, I'll be proven wrong every single day of the week if it's what's right for boxing. But I don't see Mayweather going to fight Canelo. So to me, that's clout chasing, because I really don't see him going to fight Canelo at 160 on Dazn. Now, if Canelo's signed to Showtime, maybe it happens. It would be easier to make if it happened. So the only people who are getting mad at this are the people who know what I'm saying is a true potential reality, but they don't want to admit it. They just want to soak, oh, Canelo's balling, shut the fuck up. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm just forward thinking a bit and thinking about the future. Like, I would do this with any move. Okay, when the 49ers acquired Jimmy Garoppolo and gave him all this money, I think about, obviously the season hasn't started when it was announced. I'm thinking about what Jimmy Garoppolo could do for my team. Okay, does he have the deep ball? Pause. Is he going to be enough of a mobile quarterback? Blah, blah, blah. This is just common sense. The only people that don't want you to do this are the people who are angry because of what you're saying is right. I don't see Floyd fighting on Dazn in May against Canelo. So why is Canelo calling him out? Meanwhile, Canelo's 28. He already lost to Floyd. Why are you talking about fighting a retired 41-year-old welterweight when there's Charlo out there who called you out? There's guys like Daniel Jacobs said he would love the fight, who's with Eddie Hearn. May go to Dazn maybe. There's Boo Boo Andre fighting for a title. Why are you calling out this dude? At 168, there's Caleb Smith. Do you get what I'm saying? So to me, you gotta see, this is what happens. Every time in boxing, I'm on the front line, take shots, speak my mind. And then people are like, oh, fuck you, shut up, you're stupid. God damn it, you're stupid, right? And then what I say comes true, and then or it's a possibility or whatever, and then nobody comes back and be like, hey, Ego, you were right. I told y'all, Triple G's team did not want to fight Andre Ward. I have the videos to prove it. It's still up on YouTube. You're like, oh, bullshit, Triple G will fight Andre Ward. To this day, he has not fought Andre Ward. Now people say, oh, Triple G ducked Andre Ward. But then when I said it, they were mad at me for saying it. So the thing you have to understand is this with me. I've been there, done that. I've been at a high level in this sport, you know, covering boxing for quite some time. I've seen it. I've seen like a hot YouTube channel come out, pump out some videos, diss me, and then they disappear. Right? Somebody who's hot for the moment. My channel stood the test of time, you know, and it's going to be that way because we put the work in. I've seen it. I've seen it come and go. I've seen people praise, oh, Shabransky will beat Andre Ward. I don't see that. And then what? Nobody's talking about Shabransky now. I've seen people say Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez is #1 pound for pound. Nobody has him on the pound for pound list anymore. All these different things that come up at the time they come up, I predict, I talk about, I give my insight. They say you're stupid for your insight, you know, and then when it happens or comes true, then what? They just disappear. So I'm not worried about it. You know, the questions I'm asking, I'm not telling you the future of Dazn. They're saying it's the future of boxing. I'm telling you to just analyze the situation and consider the different roads it could lead. That's it. I'm not, people acting like I'm praying for Dazn to fail. It's more boxing for me to cover. This is what I do. So the more fights, the better for me, because it's either content or it's content that I go cover and get to watch these fights live for free. I'm not mad at anybody getting money in the game. You know, and see, the game is so fake and fickle. When I say something about Canelo that you love, you say, oh yeah, you're speaking that real ego. And then when I pose questions and I don't just like bow down and just say, oh, Canelo's the best, and he got all this money, he's the best fighter ever, like, you know, and I'm posing questions, they say I hate Canelo. But then just a minute ago, when I picked Canelo to beat Triple G, they said I was sucking Canelo's dick. Now they saying 2 weeks later, they saying I hate Canelo. You know, so we've been here before. We've been operating at a high level. You know, there's no 2016. I didn't like Canelo's choice of fights. My opinion. Liam Smith, Amir Khan, wasn't feeling it. I said that. You hate Canelo, You know, fast forward to the future. I said 7 reasons Canelo beats Triple G. Oh, you're full of shit. You hate Eastern European. What? Then he has a draw with them. Then he comes back. I said, I'm still picking Canelo. Then I said I'm picking Canelo via majority decision. And it was a majority decision. And they say, oh, you sucking Canelo's dick. It's, you know, there's no winning. Now when he does the Dazn deal and I express different avenues that this could lead, they're mad at that. So, you know, I don't really sweat that type of stuff. You know, I'm built for this. I have real life questions, you know, because Eddie Hearn's saying, like, okay, like Wilder, he's like, Wilder has to fight on Dazn. What if Wilder doesn't want to fight on Dazn? What if Showtime invested a lot of money into this? Is what I'm saying. Like, you guys have to consider these as real possibilities. You know, how are they going to do a joint broadcast? They're going to have to figure something out. You know, HBO and Showtime were both networks. So how is a streaming only space? This is all new space for people. How is a streaming only app gonna team up with let's say Showtime and make this work? These are real life questions. Eddie Hearn says if Wilder wants to fight, he has to come to Dazn. So he got the A side token, right? Anthony Joshua. Even though a lot of people might think that Wilder, if he beats Fury, is the A side. So how do they meet in the middle? So this is what I'm talking about. This could have created another Cold War. Because the fight I want to see is Wilder Joshua. I don't want to see no Joshua, Dillian White 2. I don't. Why do I want to see that? You know, but that is a reality. Maybe we get Joshua Dillian White 2 or Joshua Gerald Miller because Showtime wants Wilder and Joshua was on the network at the time advertising Joshua's fights, but now he's on DAZN possibly. And Eddie Hearn's like talking about, oh, you got to come to DAZN. So, you know, so it could be, you know, an issue where the fighters now have another built-in excuse. Oh, that guy's on that side of the street. That guy's over there. And unlike ESPN and Showtime, like Terrence Crawford and Spence or something, we're not talking about 2 channels, 2 networks. We're talking about something that's streaming only and a network. So, you know, these are realistic questions. I don't care who's mad at it and all that. These are real life, realistic questions for anybody. For Canelo, for Joshua, for all these DAZN fighters. Who are they going to be fighting? And again, it's not my business in terms of, like, I don't stand to lose money by paying Canelo. But if he's not fighting the fights that people want to see and he's not generating the right type of looks because he's fighting the Rocky Fieldings of the world or this and that, then it's going to be a huge bust for DAZN. Because even if Canelo fought Charlo on pay-per-view, is he guaranteed going to generate $40 million worth of, you know, $35 to $40 million worth of revenue on that fight to the point where, you know, that makes sense? Because that's what he's getting. He's getting that as a minimum either way. So he's winning all the way. But again, let's see how it plays out for DAZN. See, shout out to Passive Student. This is why we had to make him an honorary shooter, a shooter in these uncertain times. He said, as a boxing fan, I'm only thinking about the 11 opponents. That's what I'm saying. Like, people was happy at Canelo's money. Like Canelo breaking bread with you. That's good. That's good for him. I'm glad that a boxer is getting recognized. I know Canelo is a hard worker. You know, been fighting since he was 15 in Mexico. He came a long way. I'm happy for that. I'm happy that boxers are able to get these types of money. But beyond that, I want to know who he's fighting. And obviously, I'm not expecting them to laundry list 11 whole-ass opponents. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, let's see. We'll have to wait and see. I do have some concerns because, once again, I understand business. And DAZN is not a proven commodity where we've had 12 months of data to study. For example, okay, here, let's do a vote. What's a 40 mil? Canelo getting 30. Let's say he's getting $36.5 million in May. Let's say he beats Rocky Fielding. So what fight would you feel that he should fight that would justify that pay? Because Rocky Fielding is you're getting definitely overpaid for that fight because that fight wouldn't do those types of numbers. So that's cool. That's your tune-up. So who should Canelo? This is what I'm talking about. Who should Canelo fight in May that you feel would warrant that type of pay? Like, what? I won't settle for anything less than this opponent. That type of thing. Triple G or Caleb Smith, good options. Billy Joe Saunders, okay. Andrade. Who else? Just Charlo, okay. I'm good with all these names. Jacobs, yep. If Jacobs wins, Mayweather or bust, Jacob. Charlo. Jacobs. Not Billy Joe Saunders, Jacobs. Gilberto Ramirez. Okay, great. I agree with you guys. Those are all great fights. Let's see who Canelo fights in May. Deal? That's it. Let's see who he fights in May. I agree that all those are excellent fights. You know, Charlo, Jacobs, Triple G rematch, Ramirez, Andrade, Benavidez, or Plant. Benavidez, Zurdo, Ramirez, Charlo. Okay, great. So let's see. Okay, if he gets past Rocky Fielding, let's see who he fights next. Period. That's it. I don't have nothing else to say about it. Let's see who he fights next. You know? And if it, like I said, if it's not going to be high echelon fight, it just fights to bring Canelo on the network, you know, and to preserve him. Like, damn, I got to give him 11 fight. Then that's not really like me. It's just like, would quality over quantity all the time? Would you rather have your favorite artist put out 11 albums and some of the best songs are sprinkled out through the 11, or, you know, like lesser fights but solid fights, you know, fights that you really could get up for? Would you rather have 11 albums like of mediocrity, or like the bulk of them is mediocrity? Or would you rather have fewer fights, but, you know, it's a solid fight, great fight, you know, decent fight, solid fight, another great fight, solid, you know, something like that. What's Dazon's biggest fight so far? Joshua Povetkin. And see, this is the other thing, is people like talking about Wilder fans and like Eddie Hearns and Al Heyman fans, like Showtime suicidal, ego suicidal. Stop it. You know, Eddie Hearn did an interview. This man, whatever. Y'all believe whatever y'all want. Eddie Hearn did an interview, and he's talking like as if he signed Canelo, which is Daryl from Coming to America. But beyond that, he's saying Showtime is going to get done up like HBO boxing in 12 months because of this DAZN. See, y'all don't want to turn me to Ego Valley. Do y'all want me to go in? Y'all want me to turn to Ego Valley? I got to break this down. Let me know if y'all want me to turn to Ego Valley. All right, check this out. Well, I got to turn to Ego Valley. All right. Eddie Hearn saying Showtime's going to go out of business like HBO. First of all, HBO went out of business not because their video production was not high quality, not because they didn't have the subscribership. It's because they weren't putting on enough good fights and competition was. Right? Does anyone disagree with that? Does anyone think that HBO... That's why HBO bowed out, because they weren't able to compete. They were putting on Sergey Kovalev versus Igor Mikhelkin, and down the street in New York, it was Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz in a much more meaningful fight. So Showtime has no comparison to HBO boxing as of, you know, the last fight, because HBO boxing was giving us Sergey Kovalev, Igor Mikhelkin, Lucas Matisse, Tuam Kwam, you know, Superfly 3 with no Chocolatito, with no Sor Rungvisai. So what is HBO for Showtime to go out of business like HBO? They would have to stop providing fights. You know, that's why Showtime just did a deal with Fox, or not Show, excuse me. Al Heyman just did a deal with Fox and Showtime. And Showtime says they're going to increase their budget. They're going to come out with more digital content. You know, they're going to build up fights. So what Eddie Hearn is saying is rubbish to me, because they went out because they lost all of their roster. Al Heyman has the biggest roster in boxing. So what are you talking about? Al Heyman has Showtime and Fox, and he can distribute them as needed. And he has the biggest roster in boxing. So why would Showtime go out of business in 12 months? You know, no, it's not. Guess time will tell. Fernando Juarez, fuck what you talking about. You said time will tell. Why would Showtime go out of business? You in the hot seat. I'm going to start picking on y'all boys. Y'all say crazy shit. Oh, time will tell. Why would Showtime go out of business in 12 months? Like, motherfucker, it's October. So you think by Halloween of next year, Showtime is just going to be done? Really? I'm not talking about show. See, always backing off the block. See, right when they get called out, they back off the block. Anyway, whatever. Eddie Hearn's saying they're going to go out of business in 12. But you can't compare them to HBO because HBO had no Top Rank took their fighters, Heyman took their fighters, and Golden Boy doesn't have a deep stable. And you know, and that's what it was. So what are you talking about? You know, why would Showtime go out of business? And the thing is this. He's like, oh, yeah, pay-per-view is going to be destroyed in the U.S. market. Okay, Canelo is signed to Dazn. He fights in December. So, like, it's dumb because who's watching Wilder Fury? You know what I'm saying? So basically, since you're saying since streaming's the future and Canelo's the future, that Wilder Fury, a good fight is a good fight no matter where it's at. Wilder Fury is a better fight than Canelo versus Rocky Fielding. Let's keep it a stack. What is a better fight? Canelo Alvarez moving up to 68 for Rocky Fielding, or Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, lineal champ versus WBC champ? Huh? What is the better fight? I'll be illegal streaming Wilder Fury. Who gives a shit about you? Who are you? Big brawler? Nobody know who you are. So, okay, that's cool. So what are we talking about? So at the end of the day, he's talking about the U.S. pay-per-views going out of business and all that. I just talked to Bob Arum, and Bob Arum says when Terrence Crawford and Spence fight is going to be on pay-per-view. Spence is with Showtime. You know, Al Heyman. Crawford's with ESPN. So he says the fight can happen, but it has to be on pay-per-view. So what is Eddie Hearn talking about? So you mean to tell me because DAZN is out that if Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fought late 2019, you wouldn't order the pay-per-view? If that's the only way you could see it, you know, in full clarity, you wouldn't order it. So if Crawford and Spence fight, you wouldn't order the pay-per-view. More people will watch Canelo. Bro, we're not worried about what you're talking about. So, you know, I don't see all this is going to destroy the pay-per-view market. I mean, you'll probably see fewer pay-per-views because we don't have many pay-per-view stars. Like, people are acting like Mayweather retired. You don't really see that many pay-per-view. Even Pacquiao fought non-pay-per-view versus Jeff Horn and on ESPN Plus. So you don't really see too many pay-per-views in general because there haven't been pay-per-view stars. These dudes just be saying whatever. Omar Pizana says, why is there no video of you interviewing anybody ever? Okay, so I just interviewed Andre Ward. So you said there's no video of me ever. I just interviewed Ward 3-4 days ago. So what else? I mean, what else? And everyone gave props on the interview. They said it was a good, insightful interview, and I was asking the best questions. But so what's your rebuttal? You said I've never interviewed anybody. So what? Okay, I just interviewed Andre Ward a couple of days ago. So where are you at? These dudes be saying stupid shit too. Oh, there's no interview. I interviewed Mikey Garcia when he first became a champion. Like, what are you talking about? And this is the other thing is, who cares? I make more money than motherfuckers who be interviewing people nonstop. So who cares? What does that got to do? I do whatever I want in this game. These motherfuckers talking about, oh, where's your interview? I can sit at home and not interview and make money. What are you talking about? Look at the super chats. What are you talking about? I don't have to. I don't have to be. If I do whatever I want, if I want to go out to a fight and scramble and run after fighters, then I'll do it. If I don't, then I don't. Straight up. You interviewed Tank and Arrow. They took your camera. Remember, I know Tank. I got Tank's phone number right now. These dudes just be saying whatever. That's what I'm saying. They don't, no rhyme or reason. Doesn't have to make sense. Where's the dude at? I'm looking for the smoke. Where are you at? You said I never interviewed no one. That's what happens when you just recycle other people's talking point. You're always left to look stupid. All right, he's out of here. Shooters, find him. What's his name? Somebody snitch his name. We're not playing. I'm not waiting all day. See, they just do drive-by comments, y'all. His name is Omar Paziana. Shooters, clap Omar Paziana. Pizana. They want attention so bad from the God. Omar Paziana. Just eliminate him. New shooter, old shooter. Need to know this. But anyway, that's just what it is. We'll see who Canelo decides to fight. But, I mean, big fights are big fights. So wherever they're at, people are going to probably flock to them. So we'll see what big fights Dazn has lined up. Like, see, this is the thing is, like, shout out to Anthony Pacquiao, $5 super chat. Bro, let your boy know when that merch coming out. I know I gotta get on it because everyone keeps talking about it. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is why you can't believe these bums in the comment section. Oh, why have you interviewed a fighter? But yet people keep asking when the merch is coming out. So what does that say? Even if I never interview one fighter, which we know to be false. Even if I never, like, if I never interviewed Broner, never interviewed Mikey Garcia, Luis Collazo, you know, didn't know Badu Jack. And thank him. Shout out to my dude Badu Jack. He just did a multi-million-dollar distribution deal with his supplements in China, in the Asian markets, and online. So he making boss moves. But anyway, let's pretend I didn't know these fighters. Cool. I didn't interview Ward a couple of days ago. Who cares? Motherfuckers we steal the army. Like, people asking when the merch is coming out and stuff. You know, like, see, I don't have to sit up here and fake stunt. You know, just like y'all want me to just be sitting down and talking to different fighter. That's cool. LL Cool J follows you. Exactly. I mean, we could do this all day. Royce the 5'9" follows me. Go check. Go look. So, you know, I mean, if that's what it means to y'all to be connected, Lloyd Banks, you know. Acid out the baggie, this is more than dope. Flawless flow, fucking off a sign every horoscope. Then wore my robe, strapped out the corner cove, letting my opponents know. I got a new toy that'll burn a hater and put a red dot in his eye like the fucking Terminator. Like, let's get it. Like, what y'all talking about? Gilly, right? They know I'm the man in this game. That's why they mad. They know the. I see people, oh, all he does is live off donations. Like, why would you be mad at that, though? And I don't even live off donations. I don't even use my donations. Like, but these dudes they know all about my finances. Listen, I'm just going to give y'all some jewels. I'm going to help y'all YouTubers. I'm going to help y'all game. I got some plans. But I keep saying this. If you're trying to survive off of donations and super chats and shit, that's not a good way to go. You know, you have to have your primary income like almost on a guarantee because your bills are going to be guaranteed. The super chats just come whenever. I can't control when super chat. I've been streaming. I still don't think my record for super chat has been beat. One super chat was $500. I never seen no one get one super chat that was $500. Just one, just straight off rip. You know, in boxing at least. So anyway, these people they care more. Like I feel like Deontay Wilder in a lot of ways. You know what Wilder said that resonated with me. He said, I'm so frustrated. He said, I'd rather be the part than to look the part. You know, motherfuckers be like, Sarah Valdez, I'm so done with you. That's webcam type of money. $500 for a live chat. That's what I'm saying. I was a fucking cam soda and shit. Like, I'm just like, ooms, 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 ooms. Like, I'm just out here twerking and shit. Like, bro, we getting cam soda money. The fuck are you talking about? But anyway, I feel like Wilder when he said, I'd rather look the part. I'd rather be the part than look the part. You know, people are impressed with little shit. Like, there's people I see on YouTube, like, man, let me stop, bro. There's people on YouTube that be running around chasing and interviewing fighters. They ain't doing no views. They ain't doing no numbers. They ain't making no money. What you talking about? I could do that too. Like, if that's my one. I'm not following Broner into the bathroom with Tank. I'll say that for y'all. I don't gotta prove nothing in this game. My body of work speaks for itself. Sarah Valdez, that's out of pocket, just in case you were wondering. But anyway, congrats to Canelo. We'll see what happens next, who he decides to fight. Hopefully it doesn't hold up any fights. We have to see how he looks, obviously, first, Rocky Fielding first. But they threw a bag at him. And the other thing is, like I said, the money has to be coming from somewhere. So that's a lot of money. You're going to have to justify it. And the way to justify it is probably better fights. But the problem with better fights is they're dangerous fights. So, you know, Canelo's in new weight classes, and you sitting up, Dazn sitting up here and just gave Canelo the bag. You know, to me, I'm just going to say it. Canelo's not as complete as Floyd. He's not. So Floyd got all these huge bags, but there's a strong likelihood that he would win. You know, just because of his ring IQ and his intelligence, reflexes, timing, stuff like that. And he did it for successfully 20 years plus. Canelo arguably lost some fights that he even won, but he definitely lost to Floyd Mayweather. So you giving like Mayweather type money to somebody who skillfully has not showed complete separation from some of his better names. Erislandy Lara, Triple G, definitely didn't beat Mayweather. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, that's cool. If that's how DAZN, they put their money out, you know, pay like they weigh, that's good. But what I'm saying is it's a major plunge and major investment. So we'll see how they try to play it, you know, because they're going to want that investment to pay off. I mean, it's business. This is simple business. How are you going to break hella bread and then not want your investment to pay off in the long run? So again, that creates a potential problem. Are we going to get the risky, dangerous fights that a champion should fight at all, or like soon, you know, when they should happen, when he has all this upfront money? And if you don't think that's a realistic question, then, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. All right, let me do this hot seat. Damn, Ego, you sound hella salty. All right, I sound hella salty. Stop using bass slang. I sound hella salty. What am I salty for? Name what I said that sounded salty, that you disagree with. You see? We'll see if it's a drive-by or if they could say, they say comments based on emotion. I'm emotionless. That's the difference. All of what they're talking about is about emotion. You sound hella okay. What do I sound salty about? Make sure y'all smash the like button. No. He said you keep comparing Canelo with Floyd. What did I sound salty? Use specifics. What did I sound salty about? You said I sound salty. So that means you disagree. I said, in my opinion, Floyd is more of a complete fighter. So you disagree with that. You think Canelo is a more complete fighter than Floyd. Is that what you're telling me? Because you said, for me to state my statement, you said I was sounding salty. So that means you must believe the opposite. I said Floyd is a more complete fighter than Canelo. Do you think that Canelo is in fact a more complete fighter than Floyd? Because I said what I said, and I sounded salty for it. Watch me get him. Your name is HD, but you look in standard definition. Bars. Nah, man, because you made it sound like nope. Answer the question. I don't care what you're saying unless you're answering the question and you're about to get body bagged. Real talk. I'm not listening. Do you think Canelo Alvarez is a more complete fighter than Floyd Mayweather? I don't want to hear these like mumbo jumbo. Oh, but you made it sound like nope. Is Canelo a better, more complete fighter than Floyd? Because that's what you obviously took offense to. I didn't say anything about Canelo doesn't deserve the contract. No, I don't. So what do you disagree with? You just said I made it sound like Canelo doesn't deserve the contract. Now you really fucked up. What did I say in this 2-hour video where I said Canelo doesn't deserve money? This is where it always gets ugly for you boys. You guys always against the ropes, and then you can't back up what you say. I did a 2-hour video. I dare you. I'll get that $100 that I put in here. I'll give it to you right now if you tell me what I said that made it sound like Canelo doesn't deserve money. When I actually said, I'm happy that Canelo got the money. I said, congrats to him. I said, I'm happy he got the money. I said, it just shows you that boxing is not dead if they have this type of money to throw around. But once again, you guys are so emotional that you hear what you want to hear. And then you run around like chickens with your head cut off. Oh, you go, you suck, blah, 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 blah. What are you talking about? Name one thing I said in a 2-hour stream where I said Canelo doesn't deserve the money he got. We'll wait. Like I said, your name HD, but you look at standard definition to me. You know, you 480p right now. You ain't in true HD. You damn sure ain't in IMAX. What you talking about? Alan Gonzalez. Hey, Ego, remember, if you got haters, then you are doing well. Thank you. I appreciate you. He left. Exactly. This is what they always do. Ugh, you made it sound like... Okay, what did I say? Come on, HD. That picture looking fuzzier and fuzzier. Someone said he got 2 pixels. Just my 2 cents, man. See, this is him conceding. See, I want the smoke. You're not giving me smoke. You just giving up. You Victor Ortiz right now. You quit. Just my 2 cents. That's not what I didn't ask for your 2 cents. Actually, I did ask you for your 2 cents. I asked you to tell me what I said, and you won't do it in front of all these people. You just kept them waiting for no reason. Now you talking about some that's backing off the block. Just my 2 cents. We don't care about just your 2 cents. We care about answering the question. What did I say? All right, get him out of here. Shooters, get him out of here. HD, he ain't he 360. He 360p. You know. He dial-up connection. Come on, man. Hey, Jesse, that's out of pocket. All right, I got one more hot seat, and then I'm about to get out of here. Isaac Estrada, you say Canelo has arguably lost some bouts, but I know of a few Floyd has arguably lost too. Okay, so name the few that Floyd Mayweather has. You're in the hot seat, by the way. Isaac, come get this work. Y'all boys want the work? Okay, I got you. I got you on the work. So what few fights did Floyd Mayweather arguably lose? This what separates the men from the boys. You know, we turn the boys to men, like the R&B group. But if they can't answer the question, we turn men to boys. They ass backwards. Castillo, okay, he rematched him 8 months later in the same year and beat him. So now Canelo fought Edeslani Lara, which was debatable when he ever rematched Lara. Oh, oh shit. So what are you talking about? When did, well, okay, when did, you said Castillo, right? When did he rematch him? Canelo lost to Floyd and has waited until Floyd turned 41 to say he wants a rematch. Oh, Canelo had a draw with Triple G and he came back and he beat him, in my opinion, but it was still a close fight. You know, it was close enough. And there are people that think Triple G won. So who else did Floyd? You said you could think of a few. Who else did Floyd arguably lose to? I'm telling you, y'all boys don't want it. Y'all think y'all want it until it comes time to answer up. Isaac, what few fights did Floyd lose? Castillo, he rematched and he beat him cleanly. Lada was never given a rematch. Yeah, he fought him when he was 19. Now you guys, okay, strike two. He was 23. He wasn't 19. He was 19 when he fought Jose Miguel Cotto. Why do I know this and you don't? So you said he was, look, he said he was 19 when he fought him. Now you guys want to say Floyd too old. He was not 19. He was 23. Get this bum out of here. Get him out of here. He's just lying. He was 19 when he made his U.S. debut against Jose Miguel Cotto. You're lying. And what would you rather be, young or old? You know what I'm saying? Like in a brutal combat sport, you would rather be 23, the real age. You rather be 23 years old and strong and bigger than your opponent, or you'd rather be 41 and move up 2 weight classes after you already beat a guy and be smaller than your opponent. Like, come on, bro. These dudes, this shit is the no mas session. These dudes ain't got no work. And then he was probably going to say Maidana, another guy Floyd rematched in the same year and beat him cleanly. Meanwhile, Canelo is not fighting Golovkin again this year. You know, that was a close fight, people said. You know, Press Row allegedly had Canelo winning. I had Canelo winning that second fight. But a lot of people, you know, I guess Press Row thought Triple G won. Canelo's fighting Rocky Fielding. So what are we talking about? Golden Boy has up to 10 fights on Dazn, like whatever card, outside of Canelo. Oh, man, this shit is too easy. Smash the like button. I'm about to get out of here. Probably get an iced coffee. Anything else? You guys have any other questions? Broner, Pacquiao, Canelo. Any more thoughts before I get out of here? Floyd lost to Conor. Yeah. I gave Canelo the second fight. But there are people. But see, this is what I'm saying. There's some people that thought he didn't win. I haven't heard anyone say Floyd lost to Maidana the second time. That's a good question. Shout out to Tyler. He said, what do you think of Demetrius Andrade's fight on Saturday? I don't know enough about his opponent to really have much of a thought, but doing my background, he has a high knockout ratio, and he's from, you know, a place that like Namibia, you know, South Africa, where they can fight, you know, the Ghanas and Namibias and shit like that. They can fight out there. I just don't know. He hasn't fought any high class, high caliber, but I give credit for Andrade, because this is just like the amateurs. This man was training for a slick style southpaw with medium punching power, and now he's fighting an orthodox, completely different frame, completely different style of fighter. It looked like the Walter dude is more aggressive, and he's like more of a puncher. You know what I'm saying? So all your sparring was for Billy Joe Saunders' ass as a southpaw. You know, so it's an interesting fight just because Andre's not the most active guy. He's very skilled, not the most active guy, and he was training for something totally different. You know, Conor McGregor was training for RDA, and then he ended up fighting Nate Diaz last minute. Totally different style, totally different fight, and he lost that fight. I know that's UFC, but so it's anything's possible. Anything's possible. But Andrade skillfully, he's gonna be hard to beat. But again, he's fighting some wild card that no one really knows that happens to be a puncher. So we'll see. Maybe he can get hurt. Andrade. Killing the game, Ego. Keep it up. Shout out to y'all, man. We got to get that merch. That's what the fans want. To the next one. Make sure y'all smash the like button. I like Broner Pacquiao, though. And see, that's the thing is, like, people keep saying, oh, pay-per-view's dead. But, whoa, yo, hold up. Not me, not Marshall. I forgot about something. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. I have to turn back to Ego Valley. Hold on. Oh my God, I forgot about something. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. I almost got out of here without talking about this. Y'all want Ego Valley for an encore? All you gotta do is say my name 3 times like Beetlejuice. Say my name 5 times like Candyman, and I will arrive. If you summons the Ego Valley. I can't believe I almost got off without talking about this aspect. Oh shit. You gotta put Ego Valley. This can't be no regular Ego. Y'all want it. Y'all gotta type Ego Valley. That's the only way. Oh. It's here now. I almost forgot. Eddie Hearn says Showtime gonna go out of business in 12 months. That pay-per-view's not needed. But fights like Pacquiao versus Broner, if that's pay-per-view, people will probably watch it. Wilder Fury, people are probably gonna watch it. But beyond that, I return to you as Ego Valley. Listen. Eddie Hearn keeps swearing by Dazn and saying, oh, we got the money, we got all this, we taking everyone out of business, won't, right? And he's like, such a steal at $9.99 and pay-per-view in the U.S. is dead, right? I got a question. Why is it only pay-per-view in the U.S., the United States of America? Why isn't DAZN taking over the U.K.? Why isn't it canceling out Sky Sports pay-per-view? That's what I want to know. Why is it that DAZN is just taking over the US? Why doesn't it take over the UK pay-per-view? If you're trying to say pay-per-view is dead, why don't we just kill it all the way? Why don't we just kill it all the way off? Why is it only got to get killed in the United States of America? But in the UK, where you have a deal with Sky Sports and you charge people over $9.99 for the pay-per-views, right? Why is it only dead in the U.S.? Come on, man. What y'all talking about? I'm Ego Valley. Motherfucker, I'm TBE. I'm TB Ego. Answer that. Answer that question. Why is he saying pay-per-view is dead, but in the UK, they're still doing pay-per-view, and they still plan on doing pay-per-views? So why you gonna milk the UK fans? Why don't you just convert everything to DAZN? It's so great. Only $9.99 a month, right? Nah, fuck that. Answer the question. I got questions. I told you. That's why I told you I had something juicy. I put this on Twitter earlier. Let me know that. Why is the pay-per-view only dead in the U.S.? So you're going to kill. So Wilder, Fury, Broner, Pacquiao, Mayweather 2, all those, that's dead according to you. You know? But then in the UK, you're gonna keep the pay-per-view. You're gonna keep the paper. Why? Why are you gonna keep pay-per-view alive in the UK? Why don't you just turn it all to DAZN? It's such a steal. You said it was a deal. It was $9.99. You know, what a value. You know, value meal. So why are you keeping UK pay-per-views? Why is Sky Sports still doing pay-per-views? You said streaming is the future. Why ain't the future in the UK? Are y'all in the past? What? Somebody, you're not going to answer? Okay, Big Brawler, you in the fucking hot seat. I couldn't wait for one of y'all. I couldn't wait. Now I'm Eagle Valley. There will be no mercy. You've been putting crazy shit. I couldn't wait for you to bite on it. He said, but UK pay-per-view is a lot cheaper than US. How much is it? I couldn't wait for one of y'all to bite, to take the bait. I couldn't wait. And you've been putting stupid shit this whole stream. So now you getting that word, no mercy. We run the game. We control the narrative. How much is UK pay-per-view? Since you know so much. You the king of the UK, right? Like Tekashi, king of New York. You king of the UK. How much is a UK pay-per-view? Okay, convert from pounds to US dollars, because we're in the this is a channel based out of the US. So what does that convert to? 1995 pound. What does that convert to? Mosquito, I got him. I seen him. He been putting stupid shit. I couldn't wait for one of them to bite down. Now you're gonna bite the bull. Catches bullets with his teeth. Give me the USD, the conversion. How much is a pay-per-view in US dollars in the UK? Where you at, Big Brawler? Bro, how much is it in US dollars? I'm talking to Big Brawler. He knows so much. So I want Big Brawler to answer the question. I answered the question, people telling me to answer. Hold on. We about to answer you. You about to get that work now. It's cool. It's too late for you. Joshua's last fight. It says 1995 pound, right? 1995 pound. It says 1995 pound or 24.95. Thereafter, this is Joshua's very last fight. Okay, now you're gonna get that work. This is on Sky. So you guys see Sky Sports. Joshua versus Povetkin, all the timing, pricing, and booking. So it says $19.95 to $24.95. Great. Okay, so $19.95 pound. Converts to $26.13 in US dollars. $24.95 pound converts to $32.67. You guys see that? So basically it's $26 to $33. Now, how much is Dazn? Joshua Povetkin would have cost $26 to $33 in the UK. I just said it twice. Okay. So I just showed it. I just want people to see. I want people to see your demise. Okay, how much is Dazn? That's $26. $26 to $35 roughly. Okay, bro, you playing games. This how you know you getting clapped. He said 25 euros. Okay, cool. So we'll say 26.13 plus tax. So roughly about $28, right? $29. You playing games. You trying to weasel. You're a weasel. Big Brawler's a weasel. He trying to weasel his way out. So so pay-per-view, they don't have no tax out there. Because I know if I order a pay-per-view, that it's taxed. You know. So the Boston Tea Party is a British taxation. They don't have nothing. Y'all don't pay tax. No tax? We don't pay tax. Okay, so 26 and change. 26. How much is Dazn? He said I lost? Okay. How did I lose when that's $26 for one pay-per-view? They put all these fights on pay-per-view. Like, okay, so Derek Chisora versus Dillian White will be a pay-per-view. That's one. Joshua Povetkin, Joshua Parker, Dillian White versus Lucas Brown maybe was a pay-per-view. I got to check on that. Dillian White versus Joseph Parker definitely was a pay-per-view. And Dazn is $9.99. So how did I lose? So how does that equate? Why do they have UK pay-per-view? How many pay-per-views is that at $26? Since you're so good with math. Okay, Joshua Parker, Joshua Povetkin, Derek Chisora and Dillian White likely in December, and Dillian White versus Joseph Parker. That's four. That's four pay-per-views at $26 and change. $26.13 to be exact. So now you're getting that work. You said I lost $26.13 times. I named at least four, not including like the Josh Kellys and other random cards. That's $104.52. Dazn is $9.99 a month. So that's $40. So $10 a month times 4 is 40. So just for 4 pay-per-views, they're already paying $64.52. And that's just Dillian White 2 fights and Joshua's 2 fights. Yeah, not including Usyk, Bellew, and all that. So what are you talking about? Hold on, I never argued. No, don't try to back up. See, they back off the butt. I never argued UK fans aren't getting ripped off. I said the reason why Hearn is saying this shit. No, don't try to back off the block. You try to justify it and try to act like you had a point greater than the one that I made. Now you trapped. You trapped with that point. So they put everything on paper. It'll be fucking Liam versus like Joe Gallagher, the Goliath, and all these random people, right? So why hasn't Eddie Hearn converted that? I do have a point. No, you don't, bro. You looking crazy. He trapped. Who's Matt? Hey, fell for the mouse trap. Hey, J-Dog, he fell for the mouse trap. LOL, I am proving your pay-per-views are expensive. 70 plus in some case. Bro, you're not proving me. Okay, see, listen. We're not, first of all, 70 plus. The only person that was on fucking pay-per-view this year is Canelo. And then this December, it will be Wilder. So what are you talking about? Now Canelo's out off the market for pay-per-view. So that's one less person on pay-per-view. So what are you talking about? Nobody else is even on it. Floyd ain't fought this year. Pacquiao ain't on pay-per-view. Matisse wasn't on pay-per-view. So what are you talking about? You making it like we just paying pay-per-views every other day. What are you talking about? Nah, bro. You backing off the blocks. He fell for the mouse trap. He fell for the mouse trap. Look at Shaky. You supposed to be a big brawler. Where that brawl at? He said, roll in the house, watch your mouth. I said, ego in the house. I said, ego in the house. They looking shaky, baby. Why hasn't, the bottom line is this. Why is the UK pay-per-view model not dead? But Eddie Hearn is telling us the USA pay-per-view model is now dead. Right? You guys are making it like Americans are paying for all these pay-per-views. The only motherfucker on pay-per-view was, HBO tripped out one year and they started putting Crawford and, everybody on pay-per-view, Ward Kovalev, but they went out of business. So fast forward to modern times, there's not that many people that, they didn't put Danny Garcia Showtime. They didn't put Danny Garcia Showtime, Sean Porter on pay-per-view. They didn't put Wilder Ortiz on pay-per-view. So what are you talking about? They didn't put Crawford Benavidez on pay-per-view. What you talking about? No. I'm not listening to none of that. What are you talking about? You guys are acting like Americans are getting pay-per-view to death. We don't really have that many pay-per-view stars right now. With Floyd Mayweather retiring. And now you don't have to worry about Canelo's pay-per-views. Golovkin was never a pay-per-view star unless he had the right dance partner. He's only been on pay-per-view 4 times, 2 with Canelo. So what are you talking about? UK has non-stop pay-per-views. Be it Frank Warren, BT Sport, and Sky Sports pay-per-view. So what are you talking about? But you're making it like Americans are the ones getting ripped off. Americans don't have Canelo. He's not American, but he's been fighting on American pay-per-view. Now we don't have to worry about that. It's casuals that watch the... Bro, you're not answering the question. The whole initial point is this. We got to wrap this up. DAZN is $9.99 a month. They got all this money in the world. Then why are they still... Why is the pay-per-view model dead for Americans, but it's not dead in the UK? Why is Eddie Hearn saying that? You're up. You have one final chance. You're getting smoked out here. You getting smoked out here. Look, he said Warren hasn't. Bro, you're getting smoked. Why is Eddie Hearn saying the US pay-per-view model is dead, yet he's not canceling pay-per-views in the UK? That's it. That's a simple question. Hopefully you provide a simple answer. Why is the pay-per-view model only dead for Americans? That's it. It's a simple question. See how long it's taking? See, when you strip away all the dumb shit and get straight to the, to the point, now all of a sudden it take forever. What is the difference? Why is America's pay-per-view model dead? Because oh my gosh. Because pay-per-view in the US could be $70. In the UK, it's $20 usually. And if it's $20, he would maybe be wouldn't saying that. Okay, it's bullshit. There's no one on pay-per-view right now except for Canelo, and they put Wilder for the first time on pay-per-view, which hasn't happened. I don't even know the price point. I don't know if it is $70. So what are you talking about? I haven't paid for any pay-per-views except for the Canelo Triple G2. And now Canelo, we don't have to worry about him being on pay-per-view because he's on DAZN. So what are you talking about? The pay-per-views are $70. Meanwhile, the UK has multiple Sky Sports pay-per-views throughout the year. So who's getting ripped off? He's backing off the block. Get him out of here. Shooters, I beat this dude. Mosquito, get him. Ali saying, I'm not winning this? I'm not winning this? Please tell me that's what you're saying. Nah, big brother, you Ali Avzar, you're saying I'm not winning this. Yeah. Ali Avzar, I'm not winning? No ego brawler. Oh, okay. I was about to say, bro, the bottom line is that doesn't even make sense. Eddie Hearn saying the pay-per-view's dead for the US model, right? Oh, it's a wrap. We haven't even had to pay for many pay-per-views anymore because HBO's out of business. They're the ones that started oversaturating the shit. You know, when they went through budget cuts and started putting Crawford Postal, Canelo Liam Smith, Canelo Khan. Nobody wanted to see that shit on pay-per-view. No one wanted to see it in general. Definitely didn't want to pay pay-per-view for it. You know, and they fucked up the pay-per-view model. You know, Showtime ain't done that. Showtime put Floyd on pay-per-view, and now they're testing out the waters with Wilder. End of story. They put Floyd and Conor on pay-per-view, and that was pretty much it for last year. So that's one pay-per-view. Now they're putting no Floyd because he didn't fight this year, and they're putting Wilder on pay-per-view. So what are we talking about? People are making it like we're just buying paper. Meanwhile, the UK, when Dillian White fights Derek Chisora 2, when Dillian White fights Joseph Parker, arguably when he fights Lucas Brown, that's 3, right? When Joshua's fighting Povetkin, that's 1, even though we wanted to see him fight Wilder. When Joshua's fighting Joseph Parker, that's 2. That's like 5 or 6 pay-per-views, even though they're only at $26.13. I just named 6 off the top of my head. Not to mention other cards with Katie Taylor and Josh Kelly that might be a little bit cheaper. So what are you talking about? How are Americans? Y'all tripping. You know, Tony Bellew versus Usyk, is that a pay-per-view? Because I know it's on DAZN in America. I'm talking about the UK. I'm going to pull it up. Y'all can't win. Is Bellew Usyk on pay-per-view? Because that's a good fight. So I would imagine it was David Haye and Tony Bellew 2 on pay-per-view. Is Canelo Fielding on pay-per-view? That's like 10 pay-per-views. So yeah, look, Canelo Fielding live on DAZN in the US, which means in the UK, y'all got to pay for that. So yeah, that's cool. It's only 26 a pop, but you getting popped. What you talking about? Oh, it's only $26.30. Anything adds up if you keep getting 26 a pop, but you're getting popped nonstop. Pause. So what are you talking about? Tony Bellew. Yeah, I mean, it sounds good at first. Oh, it's only pound $19.95. Okay, that's 26 US dollars times how many that you're doing. So once again, I'm gonna ask y'all, why is pay-per-view model only dead in the US, but Eddie Hearn's not saying anything about it being dead in the UK? Why isn't he bringing the DAZN to the UK? But he's trying to say, because he's not from America, he's trying to say, and he don't have no big stable in America. He didn't sign Canelo in America, you know. That's why he's trying to say, oh, pay-per-view's dead, because he don't have no pay-per-view stars in America. But he gonna keep his shit going in the UK. Like, come on, stop it, bro. Stop it. And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. And I'm gonna wrap it up because I already wrapped these boys up. Fighting, combat sports, boxing is boxing. But how is the US pay-per-view going to be dead, but the UFC is still doing it? Right? So the UFC is going to still be able to put shit on pay-per-view, but boxing can't if they have the right fight. So Daniel Cormier versus Derek Lewis is going to be on UFC pay-per-view, and they're going to find a way to, you know, charge people for it, for the event. But only in boxing, Eddie Hearn is saying the U.S. pay-per-view market is dead. It's not dead in the U.K. It's not dead for, you know, a sister sport in the UFC. It's not dead for wrestling. It's just dead for boxing. And it's only dead for boxing in the USA. It's not dead for UK boxing and British boxing. Just for Americans. Stop it. Stop it. You know, and it's funny, he's motherfucker talking about it's dead and people won't pay and all this stuff. You got to put on great fights. How is it dead? And Floyd just last year almost beat his own record with Pacquiao. You know, he did 4.3 million with what's the name? So how we go from just last year, you know, fall of last year, Floyd do those type of numbers. And I understand Floyd's Floyd, but we're not even expecting nobody like that's an over success. You know, that's just like extremely great numbers. You know, Wilder Fury doesn't have to do that much to be a success. A lot of people gassing y'all. He did those numbers with Conor, a British fighter. Actually, Conor's from Ireland, so it's not technically considered the UK. He's from Crumlin. So you got to know the globe a little bit. Matt Gabe, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I've never heard Conor refer to himself as a Brit. No, Northern Ireland, there's certain republics that is part of the UK. So, okay, so is Russia in the UK? Since you know somebody, you're the geography master. Is Russia the UK? So Povetkin's, he's British? Matt Gabe, you know somebody. You in the hot seat. I'm not playing with these boys. You the king of geography. No one from Ireland really considered. Well, I'm not gonna say no one, but most people don't consider themselves British. So all of Ireland is part of the UK. That's what you're saying. You just said Ireland, Scotland, and Britain. So all of Ireland is the UK, because you just labeled all of Ireland. And I told you there's parts of Ireland that is considered the UK. When do you ever see people reference in an article, oh, British fighter Conor McGregor? You know, or British Alexander Povetkin. When have you ever heard that? Floyd to fight a British fighter.
Is that something you have to deal with a lot when you're doing press in other countries?
Sometimes, but he was only messing with me. He said it backstage. I was only winding up, but it wasn't the time to wind me up. You know what I mean? When I'm on stage with Jose, but I'm sure he's gonna eat a lot of abuse today over it. So.
So that was Conor McGregor. You just got ethered. It was Conor McGregor with the Jose Aldo fight, and he says Dana White called him. He said he was from the UK, and he said that was no time to fuck around with me. I'm Irish. So now what do you have to say for yourself, Matt? Matt Gabe. That was Conor McGregor. It says Conor McGregor on dealing with Ireland UK confusion.
Video went viral during his calmly explaining the difference between UK, Ireland, and Dana White.
A video currently went viral of you explaining the difference between Ireland and UK to Dana White. So he's not repping the UK. So you look stupid, Matt. Irish people don't fuck with Brits. That's history. Just block Matt. Just get him out of here. Now he's saying Irish don't fuck with him. So you did all of that, and then now you're saying that Irish people don't fuck with Brits, but you called him a British fighter. Get his dumb ass out of here. Hey, J-Dog, clap him. You see, these dudes just be wanting to argue just to argue. I'm out. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy your rest of your day. This was a fun live stream. I'll be back later. Shout out to Canelo on his success. We working, people. Like I always tell you, East Oakland, I see y'all. Like I always tell y'all, Boxingego is the future. Believe in that Death Row East.